This anime has the potential to change the entire fantasy genre forever. But wait, does the fantasy genre have a problem? The short answer is yes. The longer answer is, the fantasy genre in anime is very similar to isekai, oversaturated and full of crap. Every season there's an abundance of shows that follow the same idea in different fonts. It's pretty sad. I mean, there's just so much you can do with your story being in a fantasy setting. You could have dragons, robots, robot dragons, sword-wielding dragons, sexy you get the idea. But with there being so much garbage, it's hard finding that outlier, that one that makes itself truly shine. As Albert Einstein said, you have to be odd to be number one. Stay with me now. Let me tell you about an anime with a boy who can't use any magic, who is freakishly strong and carries a sword. Wistoria, wand and sword. You might have noticed, this isn't a new concept. There are at least 2 other anime with that same idea, and with one more being added to the group, what more could this anime give me that I haven't already seen? I had that type of mindset too. That's why I didn't give this a watch at first, but let me tell you, this anime goes crazy hard. Or it gets me crazy hard. I think both? The animation does not play. 99% of the time when an anime has good animation, it's telling you, watch this, then proceeds to shatter expectations and set new heights. The first 5 minutes have me hooked. I like the way it packed up all of what you need to know in a short amount of time. It tells you who the haters are, who the friends are, and most importantly, why and how our MC is treated. This is Will. As you might have guessed it, this is our magicless MC. Instead of a wand, he wields a sword. Due to him being magically challenged, there are only 2 ways for him to earn credits: being a really good rider and fighting monsters in the dungeon. Will needs the credits to become a Magia Vander. Think about this as being a D1 mage. The only ways to become one is by earning enough credits or creating a new spell, both which are highly difficult. Womp womp. An underdog story with the same idea, just with fancy animation. Just when I thought this story couldn't get any better, Will needs to earn 4 credits by the end of the week to graduate. He only has 2 days left to do so. His teacher, being an OG, gives him a quest to defeat a monster in the dungeon that will help him earn the 4 credits he needs. While in the dungeon, Will hears screams. He rushes over to the scene and he sees a monster worth 10 credits. That's more than double what he needs. But that type of monster shouldn't be on that floor. The screams he had heard were from the same guy giving him shit for being magicless. If I'm honest, it isn't the animation or the underdog trope that got me invested into this story. It's what Will does next. Countless years and months of taking shit from this guy. Why should I save him? I don't have any obligation to. It's the realness of his character. No one in their right mind would think about saving their bully. He doesn't do it for any moral reasons. He does it because he wants to be worthy of his friend who is leagues ahead of him, to be able to be strong enough to stand like a lone sword. At first, I really thought this was going to be a nameless clone. Another anime writing on the backs of those that already made a name for themselves. A Black Clover copycat or a Masho wannabe. I was severely wrong and close-minded about this anime. So from what it showed me, I watched more and more to give this anime a shot for it to make a name for itself. Other than being a copycat idea, this anime has no other faults that I could find. It actually gets even better. The MC isn't loud and obnoxious like how some people find Asta to be, or blindly optimistic. The animation does not drop in quality in the slightest. It actually finds new ways to blow your mind you couldn't even imagine possible. Every character around him goes through their own development. I'm pretty sure once people heard what this anime was about, it turned a lot of people away. No one wanted to see another anime that adds nothing new to the genre. But an anime that follows the same idea as 2 pre-existing shows, what impact could it have? It can't possibly be a big enough impact to change an entire genre, especially since it isn't unique itself. Just a copycat. Just because it is another copycat doesn't mean it couldn't change the genre. In fact, because it is what should inspire other stories to be better. If using similar tropes, they should be written and used in a unique way, just like what this anime did. Taking already existing ideas and making use of them in a unique and better way made this anime earn its spot as one if not the greatest anime in its genre. I still love the other anime with the same idea, but this one stood out the way it was supposed to. If the fantasy genre or other oversaturated genres were to take this formula of what this anime did, then it could change the entire game as we know it. Personal yapping. Of course, my favorite character is Will. This dude has the most aura in the game. Through most of his battles and conflicts, my boy isn't scared. He does the scaring. I love how calm he is when confronting Ice Dick and his pathetic lackeys. Also, why do the bullies have a group that love and suck on their ego? Oh my god, it's like, take it out your mouth. With how much glazing is happening, I'm surprised this isn't a Yaoi. Speaking of Yaoi, his roommate. At first, I thought it was a girl in disguise. No, that's a dude. Will, be so fucking for real with me right now. You gotta know this is not what homies do. Will has been an outcast since childhood and is away from Elfie. Since he doesn't have much social skills, I will let it slide. I'm just keeping an eye out though. What's crazy is the amount of racism that is within this show. I was shocked hearing the different and creative ways they were racist towards Will for being magicless. Magically challenged? I thought that was tough, but they're out here calling Will a laggard every moment they can. I had to search up what it meant just to be sure I'm not using some offensive word. Not that I would care. The description fits Will pretty well, but I swear to God, sometimes they be using the hard ARD with it. Just imagine for a moment, one of your peers says, "Shut up, you useless fucking laggard." Okay, I might have went overboard with that one, but you get what I mean. That would have heads turning so fast they would get whiplash. The last thing that amazed me with this show is its foreshadowing. Like, I bet none of you noticed in the very first episode it gave us hints on the icing that Will can use magic and a sword. And the colors here cluing us in on how his eyes are purple but can turn red. The ice thing is called a whiz, perhaps Wistoria, that joins wand and sword. Holy shit, peak cinema. There are other foreshadowing things like the barrier getting smaller, but it's just crazy how crazy this show went with its writing. I enjoyed a lot of things about this show, from the animation, the unintentional high quality teabagging, the foreshadowing, use of racism, and most importantly, being a breath of fresh air. Hola! This is the video I've been wanting to get out for a while. It's just, I wasn't really sure on how to write this script because I wanted to do it justice without, I wanted to do it justice. Because making a big bold claim like what I did, I know people are gonna go crazy. Like most of the time when I give my unpopular opinion, it's not really received well whatsoever. And then I just get people hating for absolutely no reason when they did not hear me out or watch the entire video. Or my script just might have been ass and it didn't get my point across. Either way, I loved how this script came out. It was absolutely peak cinema. Anyway, I don't really have any channel updates this video. I'm just excited to see how it comes out. And you guys let me know what you think of Wistoria Wand and Sword. I honestly do hope that this video helps you and makes you want to watch the anime. Because if it didn't, then I didn't do my job. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I love you all, and there will be many more anime reviews to come. I want to focus on more anime reviews than chapter reviews because what? Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all next time.